Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going over my MLB Prizepicks plays for Sunday for baseball. I did not have a video out yesterday, but I still posted the picks on Twitter, which went 3-1. Zach Eflin missed by, I think, 2 points. He got 24, I believe. We needed 26. Mikolas hit the over. So they posted this new live Prizepicks board like later in the day, and they started that about a week ago or so, and it's been pretty easy to take advantage of that at times. I know they have had some mistakes, which a lot of people have taken advantage of. But Snell at 2.5 strikeouts for the first 2 innings. He didn't have any. That was an easy under. And then Logan Webb hit his. He got 6. And I posted the DFS plays. I've been posting them on Twitter almost every day, and they did pretty well. Especially Wilmer Flores went absolutely nuts, so that was fun. Let's go ahead and get started with this Sunday slate. As always, you can hit the like button for me if you enjoy the videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Twitter if you want to stay more up to date. I post, picks and parlays and all that good stuff over there. You can check out the website if you want to join us. Code process if you haven't signed up on Prizepicks. And let's go ahead and get started. We got a ton of great pitchers today. Probably the top 3 right now. Top 3 leaders in this AL Cy Young are going at it. Garrett Cole might work his way in there. Eventually, Verlander might work his way up there as well. But McClanahan and definitely Dylan Cease would be a couple of my favorites right now, just with all the strikeout upside that they give you. They're both right now at 8K, so we're looking at 9 to be really happy. They do have double-digit strikeout upsides, but at this sort of number, I probably like their fantasy a little bit better. The first guy I'm taking the over is Ryan Feltner, over 4.5 strikeouts. He has hit this prop 4 out of his 6 starts. He's had a couple of poor performances against Atlanta and against Miami. Didn't have his best stuff. Last time out got hit around a little bit. But this line is still very juiced on the sports books. Minus 149. It might get bumped up to 5 by the time we roll around to about this afternoon. The Twins do strike out a good amount against right-handed pitching. They are 11th highest in baseball. And Feltner, he does give you upside to throw more pitches. They don't let him throw like over 95. He hasn't done that yet, but he can still get you in the 90s. And, they haven't seen him yet. So they might have a little bit of advantage there, not really knowing what to expect from him. The Twins side, if look over his stuff on Plate IQ, we can see that he has a 23% strikeout rate. Looking up and down this Twins lineup, only guy that doesn't strike out is their leadoff hitter, Luis Arraez, at 7%. Everybody else is looking at over 20. Kepler's almost there at 18. You got one guy in the mid-30 with Jeffers. And I wouldn't be surprised if this one gets bumped up to 5. He's pretty good at striking out righties and lefties. Righties a little bit better at 24%, almost 3% higher. Just mostly rely on his fastball, which he can also throw a slider a bit as well. But this Twins team has a couple of good hitters against fastball. But overall, I still think Feltner will be able to get you 5 strikeouts given the lineup here. And we know some teams will trot out their Sunday lineup, which has some of their better players resting. Second over strikeout prop is at the same exact number, 4.5 strikeouts for Brady Singer. I really like this prop as well. Brady Singer's been about a strikeout per inning this year. He has 44 strikeouts in 45 innings this season. The Oakland batters, looking at the lineup, you still have some strikeouts. They have a couple guys that won't K a lot, but everybody else is over 20%. A lot of the guys are over 25%. And Brady Singer is going to be a good at striking out lefties as well. He's a little bit reverse splits, and he probably will get at least a couple lefties in the lineup. The righties he can still strike out. If we look at just this season, for him, he has a 23% strikeout rate, and the K rate's pretty similar to both sides of the plate. If we look at his game logs, he's been right around this number basically the whole season, except for the first 3 starts where he threw 60 pitches, 10 pitches, and 33 pitches. So you definitely don't want to focus on those. If those were taken out, he would definitely be one of the be on Propside Cash and be on the trending list, because he's typically going to get you at least 4 strikeouts. He's had a couple games where he's missed that. But overall, if he's getting you 90 plus pitches, I think he'll be right at this number, if not be well over this number in a great matchup against Oakland, a team that has a very bad offense. Will K against righties, and Singer does give you some good strikeout stuff. So that is the second prop I want to go with. The third prop is going to be another strikeout prop, and this one is going to be one with, and I'm going to be taking the over strikeouts on Tyler Mahle. It's at 6. It was at 5.5 earlier today. I really wanted to get in it then, but it got bumped up to 6, which I still like it a bit. He's been pitching a lot better recently, and they've been letting him go very deep into games. So if you can take his over Ks if you wanted to, or you can take his over fantasy if you're not feeling great about the 6 Ks. But if we look at his game logs, he's done a good job recently. They let him throw 119 pitches in his second most recent start. In his last start, he threw 111. So it's now been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight starts of over 100 pitches, 102 pitches for Tyler Mahle. So hopefully he's able to get at least 6 Ks during that span. He's done a good job of getting strikeouts this season, 90 Ks and 80 innings. If we look at the matchups against San Francisco, he's had one earlier this year where he put up 8, and then going back to last season, he's hit the over in 2 out of his 3, had one with only 2 strikeouts. The Giants do have some heavy K hitters in this team with Darren Ruff, Brandon Belt. You have over 20% for Longoria and Crawford, and then the catcher over 30%. And in the past, Mahle has been really bad against lefties, but since start of last season, he's really corrected some of the issues. Now he's striking out lefties more than he is righties by a little bit, and he will get a good amount of left-handed batters in this lineup. So I'm still sticking with the over strikeouts on Tyler Mahle. And then going over to the fantasy score prop, they have a couple that are priced really up, like McClanahan's up to 44.5, which I still like him, but we know that sometimes the Rays won't let their guy go north of 100 pitches too often, so it might be a little bit tougher. I'd rather go with Dylan Cease for 4 less fantasy points. He gives you probably better strikeout stuff. The Orioles will strike out a good amount. On the season, he has a 34% K rate. The White Sox are in desperate need of a win. They've lost the first 3 games to the Orioles, so expect a big performance from Dylan Cease. They let him go deep into this game, and they really try to at least get one victory, salvage one game in this 4-game span, which they should have probably won at least 2 or if not 3 games. They're at home. Orioles have been one of the worst teams in baseball on the road, but they just haven't been able to get it done. So I'm taking Dylan Cease over 40.5 fantasy. That's probably be my favorite in terms of the stud props. And then at the bottom here, maybe you can consider Kyle Gibson. Philly's got a big blow to their offense with Bryce Harper breaking his thumb yesterday. But overall, this is what I got for you guys. Over strikeouts on Feltner and Singer and Tyler Mahle, and then taking the over strikeout or over fantasy on Dylan Cease. That's what I got for you guys. Best of luck. Leave any other questions down below in the comments, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. And I will see you all next time.